Good day, guys. Welcome back to Coding with Namdi. On the previous video, we were able to install the Laravel app and then we uploaded it to the GitHub. And essentially now we have our fresh Laravel application. In this video, we would essentially be building the UI. As I said, we will not be focused on the UI. We will just build something off the back of Laravel, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead. Okay, so that's the application. Yep, let's open the terminal. All right, so with this application, we'll be using the standard Bootstrap for our Laravel. And so actually, to achieve that, you just do Composer. Obviously, I believe that you guys already have Composer installed. Laravel -UI. Yes, we actually installed that, and then once that is done, we would be installing the Bootstrap auth. So Laravel comes with a Bootstrap application, essentially that allows you to bootstrap your projects and have a standard login, logouts, register, and the likes. All right, so you then, to achieve that, you then do PHP artisan UI. I think it's Bootstrap space dash auth for authentication. It says run npm install. Yep, that's installing npm, and then we'll compile it. That's by using npm run dev. Okay, just give it a second while that is being installed. Good. So npm run dev. Yep, and that is actually compiling and running the package. So that's done. It tells you the URL that we've already opened up, which is this essentially. So when I refresh this now, you can see the login and registration links actually show. So if I click on login, that's supposed to take me to a login place. Hopefully, yes, that's correct. And register. So we will just maintain this UI that Laravel has already come in, as shipped in for us. So to move further than this, we can just continue creating the UI before we go into the database and all that. So what we will do now is, let's go back to this application. Give me a second, please. Apologies. Okay, so for some reason Laravel always puts, there's always an error. I think it's as a result of the code editor. What I just do, I just select this like so, just add that, and what I will do is take this as so, copy it and just put it here and say use, paste that, and remove this guy, just put this here like this, and just remove this section essentially. I think I like the way it looks like this. That's better. All right, so this is the shifting application, or the shifting routes that comes with Laravel essentially, which is I just held control down and clicked on it, but it's something that Laravel comes with, which essentially manages your routes for your login, your register, forgot password, and all the likes like that. You see that they come very handy while you actually code. So you can see you can actually ship a Laravel application really quickly. So yeah, let's go on. So as I said, with the UI, so with the UI, you go into the resources folder, You go to the view and you see there's the layout. Now that layout already comes with different things already included. If you recall, if I minimize this and go back, so this is the standard layout. So we'll just change it and try to replicate it to what we had in our other application that we built. So to do that, what we will be doing is yes, let's go back to this. All right, so excuse me please, in this section I will just be remodifying okay, I think it's the home that I will change, the home section. Yes, I'll just change the home section of that page, because essentially it's yielding the content, and the content is, sorry, in the welcome section. So yes, that's what it's yielding. So I will just be removing everything here. Just removing everything here. Yeah, I just refresh that, or sorry, save that, and I go back, and that should have cleared that. Yep, that's cleared. Okay, so where is this ending? Sorry guys, just do body, just take a nav section, a nav class. Okay, let's do this class and just say, call it navbar, navbar, just expand that one. Dark, let's make it dark. Fix top, let's make the background dark. Let's yes, let's see what happens with that, and then we just create in that same nav section anchor tag. We'll just for now give it a dot, and let us give it a class navbar brand. Let's just call it e-wallet app. Let's just get a standard button to accompany that. Okay, let me just complete that nav with something that I already written somewhere else before. Okay. Don't worry, you have these codes accessible, available for you on the Git repository. Apologies. So you can always refer back to it when you feel like, because I'm trying to just go through this application without too much talk essentially. So okay, let's just copy from where I had actually written the other one before and just paste it. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so let's save that and let's go back here and refresh. Yep, that shows that's good. And that's because at the moment we are actually using Git to compile Vite to compile our CSS and JavaScript, which we haven't yet imported. So let us do that. Apologies guys, I'll try to be as quick as possible. So let us remove let us put this let us remove this. Let us remove that. Let us put, rather, let's leave the font and remove the styling. Let's put our own styling. Let's put our own styling. I always like indenting my codes properly so that it makes it more readable for me. And in the script section, just before the head end, just put that and save, and let's see. Then refresh that. See that comes up as it is. So essentially what we've done is we've allowed the login, the registration section, register, features, pricing, and contact, similar to what I showed you at the other time when I was doing the recapping of the whole application. All right, so let's go on. Okay, let's go on. So yep, that's done. So essentially what happens is the landing page is the welcome, and the home is where we will it's like a dashboard where we would essentially take our users to once they log in. All right, so I normally would like to put that into its own folder. So let's create another folder and call it dashboard. And what we'll just do is we will move this home to this dashboard, and then in the route section is where we essentially change all that. So in the route or route, depends on whether you're speaking as an English person or as an American. An American would say route, an English person would say route, but I think for some reasons I use them interchangeably from time to time. So anyways, in the route or route section, you then specify where the home is. So let's go here. Recall that we put this home in a place called dashboard, so we just say dashboard folder called .home. Alright, so that solves that problem, and of course it's authenticated, but you can actually authenticate that page with using this construct authenticate, or you can actually put it in the route as well instead of putting it here. It depends on how your application is built. Based on that, you will decide how you actually fix it. All right, so let's set up the database. I think it should just give us so once we set up the database, we'll be able to understand how it would look. So let's just go. Let's set up the database. Let us figure out how the home would look. So if we go into the .env file, yep, that's what it is. I'll just call that database that. Let's go into my example. Click here and just create. Now that we're inside that, yep, good, yep. Okay, so I then go to, apologies guys, just open a new window, and I just do PHP artisan migrate to actually migrate that which was there already. So what was there already, I think if you go into the database, it's under the application, yep, database, you go into the migrations, you would see this comes with Laravel. So essentially you have the migration of name, email verification, and the likes, and you can decide to change or not to change. Let me see what we did in the other application. So it's like for like if we actually changed it. No, we left it as it was. Okay, so let's now check the database because the migration was successful. So let's go and do that. Yes, that's correct. So that migration has gone through successfully. All right, so let's go on. Let's go on. So we can essentially register now. Let's just put Namdi, that's my son name, Elege, and boundless analytics, and say let's just use this that has been generated for us. Don't forget to copy that and register. It says dashboard.home not found. View dashboard.home not found. That's a good thing to actually see when you start getting bugs like this. It means that you actually, I think some people might be discouraged and say, oh man, this is terrible. What you do is you find that you probably didn't reference something properly. So you just go into, you see dashboard.home. That's what we did. So what went wrong? What went wrong? So what went wrong? Yes, there's no H. Dashboard. So you refresh that and you refresh that, and that's that. So easy enough. So good. Now we have it's all there. So we just refresh, and in the dashboard, what do we want to have, or what do we want to see in the dashboard? We want to I'm just looking through the other application. In the dashboard, when we log in, we want to see something on this side, like a left pan, and essentially a top pan that has selection fields where we can actually click on the dashboard, fund the Nigerian wallet, or fund the AUD or the USD wallet. So what I will just do is I will just continue from just trying to mirror exactly what we built before. So what did we do before? So essentially we will build apologies guys, let's go back to this. So yes, in the layouts, let's now create, let's now modify the dashboard layout essentially to look like what we want. So what I will do is I will where's the dashboard layout? Where's that? Yes, this is it. Okay, so I'll just delete this section here. Just delete that section there, because that's where I just say create a div, and that's that div. I'll just put a class of container dash fluid, and I'll put another div called row. Yep. And in this div, I will create a side nav. So what I'll do is I will create a side nav. I'll create a folder and call it includes. Yep, I'll create a side folder, call it includes, and I would create something here called side underscore nav PHP. And in this side nav, I'll just copy what I essentially did on the other section and just make this all, because if it's not there, I think that route is existing, home route, and then I go back to this guy and just include that side nav. I'll just call it includes. Yep, that's it. And I just main. And I will make this also an include. I'll call that the display section for the wallet as well. So I will call that the wallet display section. So I just add another includes here. Just call it underscore wallet display. Okay, and in that section there, what did we do? Okay, so we essentially had okay, so we just copy from, as I said, we're not really focused on the UI here, we're just focused on the approach in which we used to come up with this. So p tag paragraph essentially, and that paragraph will have a fast text. Yep, I'll just say this, and I'll just say and just say 3.3. Then I just take this guy, because the symbols for both USD and AED are pretty much the same. Okay, so we just go here, paste that there, save, and then what are we trying to do? We actually, in the home section, are trying to include that as well. So we just say at includes wallet display. Just save that. Let's now minimize it and see. So you can see that we've already had something whooped up, and obviously here will be where things will be displayed. Okay, so let's go back to this. All right, so let's keep going. Choose H2 and just call it wallet transactions. Let's now include a flash messaging system where we would essentially be seeing all our messages. So what I will do is create something called flash underscore messages blade PHP, and the flash messages we're just using the same Laravel style messages, and we'll say at if errors dash any, if there are any errors, essentially I've already built something okay, which says this. Yep, if there are any errors, do that. Yep, okay. And we're going to pass messages to that errors, or those errors rather. So if I can say also at if again session, we'll be using the session to essentially get up the errors has let's say message yeah, just written up something as well for that. Okie dokie. All right. Okay, so that's for just the message. Then we could do for the success and the warning. So the gist is pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. It's just different alerts that we'll get. Okay, let us do for a success transaction and see. Okay, so all right, so let's go back here and include the flash messages. Okay, so just under the okay, good, so that's done. Let's now add a table. First of all, let's add a div that will take in that table. So just div, and that div will have table. Okay, that div, let's make it a responsive div. Okay, and that table, let us I already have a pre-built styling for that. Okay, and of course the table has a head normally. Table head, th, and rows. Okay, th. So just call it currency. I already have that written out somewhere. Let me get that. Yep, I just have that. Yep, I just indent it properly so that it's more readable. And the table body following the head, TB, and you have rows as well, TR. Essentially where you put the same thing, which is okay, but it's going to be populated from the database. Okay, okay, so I think that's, let me see, yep. So essentially what you're seeing is this is where the results from the database are going to be passed. So this is that. Yep. All right, so let's just quickly go on to let's click on the dashboard. Yep. Okay, so what we'll do is let me see. Yep, that works. Okay, let's change the header to be able to have this as well, because what you find is if I change it to developers and I change this to that, you find that you don't have sidebar. So what we want to do is to want to ensure that we also have that information here as well. So what we will do in that regard is in the home section, or rather in the layouts, in the layouts. Okay, apologies guys, we would ensure that this video is optimized in such a way that yeah, so let's go to the layouts section. So in this section, what do we want to do now? We want to leave here, we want to add more navs there. So let's just add this, just use the same thing that Laravel has shipped. Just put more navs here. Of course, let's remove that. Okay, save it. Okay, let's see. Good. So you see that? That's there now. So when you go to developers section, see, you find those items here. You don't want a situation where it's just to allow accessibility. So let's change that from Laravel to, sorry guys, let's change that from Laravel to, let's go into the .env file, change that to e-wallet app. Okay, let's that string. Okay, and save it and go back here. And that should change that top. What's happening is Laravel app's actually restarting because I changed the env. Yep, that has changed that to e-wallet. Okay, let's log back in. Yep, we're in. So now we have our basic UI done for at least the dashboard. So we just need to work on the font, ngn, and the AED section. If you guys like this video, please share, subscribe, and yeah, we'll just wait for the next one. Thank you. Bye for now.